Hi everyone, welcome to my new cell biology series, that is cell membrane, the gatekeeper of the cell. Imagine a cell membrane like a soft, flexible, protective skin around the cell. It protects the cell and also controls what enters and leaves the cell. So, First question, what is the membrane made up of? The cell membrane composed three major components that are lipid, protein, and carbohydrates. These work together to make membrane flexible and protective and selective barrier. We'll move to our next point, that is fluid mosaic model. That is current concept of the cell membrane. In the past, we have seen many types of concepts that show how the cell membrane work, but currently we are accepting the fluid mosaic model. So why the membrane is called the fluid mosaic model? Because fluid mosaic model is made up of two words. The first is fluid because the molecules can move sideways freely inside the membrane, just like oil in the water. Okay. And why mosaic? Mosaic because many different molecules are mixed together, like mosaic artwork. Okay. Now we will see the structure of the phospholipids or cell membrane. Now we will see the structure of the cell membrane. The membrane is mainly made up of many phospholipids. They form a bilayer, means double layer. One the upper side and one the lower side. The structure of the phospholipids composed two types of components. The first is hydrophilic head. That means hydro means water, that loves the water. And the second one is hydrophobic tail. Phobic means hater. So it hates the water and stay away from the water. So in the membrane, head face outside towards the water and tail stay inside together. Okay, as we see in this structure, this arrangement forms the phospholipid bilayer. Okay, and in this structure we can also see the extracellular side and the cytoplasmic side. They both composed water, the fluid mixture they contain. So the hydrophobic head, it's always towards to the water. Now we will move further to the protein in the membrane. Okay, so uh, what kind of proteins we have? Proteins are embedded inside the phospholipid bilayer. As we can see in this structure, there are two types of protein that present in the phospholipid bilayer. The first one is integral protein, that is also called transmembrane protein. As by the name we can see that it is transmitting to the both membranes of the phospholipid. And the second one is peripheral protein, that is present outside of the cell, outside of the membrane. Okay, so these proteins help in the transport, communication, and cell signaling. Now we will move to the another topic, that is role of cholesterol. So what does cholesterol do? First of all, we will see where cholesterols are present. Cholesterols are present between the phospholipid tails. As we can see in this structure over here, the cholesterol is present. The function of the cholesterol is to maintain the membrane fluidity and give the stability and prevent the membrane from becoming too rigid or too loose. So as we know, it is like a watery type of the structure. So when it becomes too loose, then it cannot be selective permeable, and when it becomes too rigid, then also it cannot be selective permeable. So the role of the cholesterol is to maintain the fluidity of the membrane, and stays inside the hydrophobic region. Now we will move to the glycosphingolipids. What are the glycosphingolipids? They contain the carbohydrate group, as we can see over here. So the function of these lipids are to recognize the cell communication, and cell signaling. Now we will see the lipid rafts. What are the lipid rafts? The lipid rafts in some region of the membrane have more cholesterol and more sphingolipids. So these are the dense region that are called the lipid rafts. So as we know, the phospholipid bilayer is made up of phosphate and lipid. Everywhere these head and tail type of structures are present, but sometimes the head and the tail type of structures are very low in the counting, and the lipids structure are more. For example, the protein, carbohydrates, these are present more in the counting, so these are the called lipid rafts. We can see this structure, it will give a clear idea of the lipid rafts. Lipid rafts means enriched region where the cholesterol and the proteins are present in the more amount than the phospholipids. As we can see over here, this region is composed of more protein, more carbohydrates, more cholesterol as compared to the phospholipids. So these are basically the lipid rafts, which are the enriched region. So what they do cell-cell contact, they do the protein shorting and cell signaling. Now we will see the membrane composition, that how it changes. The membrane composition is not same everywhere. It varies at the different parts of the membrane. So for the example, there is an trophical organisms and there is arctic organisms. So these both differ the cell membrane of their cell body. Okay, so so different type of cell bodies contain different type of cell membrane. For another example, we can see that liver cell membrane and the intestinal cell membrane both have different membranes compositions because their functions are different. So they differ upon the different type of the functions also. We will do a quick revision that we have studied over here. The cell membrane is composed of phospholipid plus protein plus carbohydrate and plus cholesterol. So what they do? They are what the type of they are fluid flexible, selectively permeable. Phospholipid is the major component. Proteins are embedded in the phospholipids. Cholesterol maintains their stability and the lipid rafts helps in the signaling. This whole structure helps the cell survive, communicate and functions properly. Thank you for watching this video and share to your friends.